Greetings heroes of Dominion. Here is Zeus with another video. Today, we're diving deep into the world of Hero Wars to examine two incredible assets, Khorus, the pet, and Sebastian. Both of these characters possess powerful abilities to debuff negative effects, making them invaluable in any team composition. In this detailed analysis, we will explore their skills, strengths, and potential synergies to help you determine which might be the best fit for your team. Stick around until the end, and remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Olympus, for more in-depth Hero Wars content. Let's get started. I've received many questions asking why Khorus is my first choice of pet instead of Axel. In this analysis, I will explain why Khorus is my preferred pet. We will compare Khorus's skill, the Indomitable, and Sebastian's skill, Ode to Serenity. Both of these skills can debuff negative effects, but they work in different ways. Khorus's skill, the Indomitable, is a passive ability that enables each ally to block certain control effects. These effects charge runes in Khorus runic circle. The following control effects trigger this skill: silence, charm, blinding, stun, and mind control. The chance to block control effects is 70%. If you use a pet flag in battle, the chance increases to 73.5%. Khorus can counter effects like stun, blinding, silence, charm, and mind control. However, Khorus cannot counter slow effects or energy control. Specifically, Khorus cannot counter skills such as Nebula's astral projection, Jorgen's energy stealing, King Biscuit's slowing effect, Judge's slowing effect, Peppy's slowing effect, or Astaroth's burning of accumulated energy. On the other hand, Sebastian's skill, Ode to Serenity, is an active ability that removes all debuffs from the allied team and conjures a shield that prevents debuffs from being applied 15 times. The chance to protect from a debuff is lowered if the target's level is above 130. Sebastian can counter all negative effects including stun, blinding, silence, charm, mind control, slow, and energy control. Sebastian can counter specific skills such as Astaroth's burning of accumulated energy, Peppy's negative effects, King Biscuit's slow effect, and Judge's slow effect. However, neither Sebastian nor Khorus can counter Polaris's energy accumulation or Phobos's energy loss effect. The key differences between Khorus and Sebastian lie in their activation and countering capabilities. Khorus's skill, being passive, is active throughout the entire battle, with a 70% chance to counter certain negative effects, which can increase to 73.5% with a pet flag. Khorus's skill is limited to specific control effects and cannot be overridden. Sebastian's skill, Ode to Serenity, offers broader protection against all negative effects but is an active skill that only applies when activated. The shield can withstand 15 attacks, after which the team is vulnerable to negative effects again. Sebastian's shield can be dropped quickly by heroes who perform multiple attacks fast, such as Kira, or heroes like Helios with Biscuit's patronage. To counter Sebastian, use heroes that can rapidly deplete his shield. For example, Kira's attacks hit 5 heroes at once, counting as 5 attacks, and can drop Sebastian's shield after her second attack. Helios, with Biscuit's patronage, uses solar wind to deal multiple damage instances, with each counting as an attack. Another option is Polaris, whose skill Northern Lights can strategically reduce Sebastian's skill level by 10, lowering the chance for Sebastian to apply debuffs and remove negative effects. In addition to their primary skills, the overall team composition and the synergy between heroes play a crucial role in maximizing the effectiveness of Khorus and Sebastian. For instance, Khorus is particularly useful in magic-based teams that do not benefit from Sebastian's other skills, such as critical hits and striking solo. In these teams, the passive nature of the Indomitable ensures continuous protection against specific control effects throughout the battle, providing a stable and predictable defense mechanism. This stability is essential when facing opponents who rely heavily on control effects to disrupt your team's strategy. On the contrary, Sebastian's ode to Serenity is indispensable when dealing with teams that employ a wide range of debuffs, including slow and energy control. His ability to cleanse all debuffs and provide a temporary shield can turn the tide of battle, especially in situations where timing is critical. The strategic deployment of Sebastian's skill can prevent key heroes from being incapacitated, allowing them to unleash their full potential and maintain the momentum of the fight. When considering which character to integrate into your team, it's important to analyze the enemy's lineup and the specific threats they pose. For example, if you frequently encounter enemies with heroes like Jorgen, Astaroth, Nebula, King Biscuit, Judge, and Peppy, who utilize energy control or slow effects, Sebastian's comprehensive protection makes him the optimal choice. His ability to nullify these debuffs ensures that your team remains resilient and can execute their abilities without interruption. In contrast, if your opponents predominantly rely on control effects such as stun, blinding, silence, charm, and mind control, Khorus's passive skill provides a more reliable and consistent defense. The fact that the Indomitable is always active means you don't have to worry about timing or skill cooldowns, giving you peace of mind that your team is continuously safeguarded against these specific threats. Moreover, the choice between Khorus and Sebastian also depends on your team's overall strategy and playstyle. If your team composition is built around sustained damage and control, Khorus's ability to block key control effects can enhance your team's survivability and effectiveness in prolonged battles. Conversely, if your strategy involves quick bursts of damage and rapid elimination of threats, Sebastian's shield and debuff removal can provide the necessary protection to maintain your offensive momentum. In summary, both Khorus and Sebastian have their strengths and weaknesses. Khorus excels when you need a consistent, passive skill to counter specific control effects. He is particularly effective in teams that do not rely on physical attackers. Sebastian, on the other hand, offers broader protection against all negative effects but requires careful timing, and can be countered by rapid attacks. Use Khorus when facing teams that rely heavily on control effects like stun, blinding, silence, charm, and mind control. He is particularly useful in magic-based teams that do not benefit from Sebastian's other skills. Use Sebastian when facing teams with heroes that use energy control or slow effects, such as Jorgen, Astaroth, Nebula, King Biscuit, Judge, and Peppy. His ability to remove all debuffs and shield the team from future debuffs makes him invaluable in these situations. Both Khorus and Sebastian can significantly enhance your team's performance, depending on the situation. Choose the one that best fits your team composition and the enemies you face. Thank you for watching this in-depth analysis of Khorus and Sebastian. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Olympus, for more Hero Wars content. Join our community on Discord to discuss strategies and get the latest updates. Remember, Heroes of Dominion, every battle is an opportunity to grow stronger and wiser. Embrace the challenge, adapt your strategies, and you will conquer any foe. Salute and friendship.